The Central Bank of Nigeria has created a department to deal with crude oil sales transactions by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. The Group Chief Executive Officer NNPCL Kerry announced on Thursday. Kerry also revealed that the Board of Directors of NNPC has approved the decision to move significant portions of the company's revenues to the Apex Bank. This comes as the national oil major declared that there will be no imminent hike in the price of petroleum motor spirit, popularly called petrol. NNPCL is the sole importer of petrol into Nigeria, a road has shuddered for many years.
To move significant portion of our revenues to the Central Bank of Nigeria is very timely. We have to make that decision to align with the directives of our Board of Directors to maintain self-public.
On his part, Cardoso said the CBN had restructured its internal process to be capable of taking on enormous responsibilities that will be placed on the bank by the National Oil Company. The decision to move NNPCL's oil sales transactions to CBN elicited diverse reactions last week, as some persons commended the move while others kicked against it.
Have restructured and strengthened our internal processes such that we will be very capable of taking on this enormous responsibility that will be placed in the central bank. And I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that this effective collaboration will work in the best interest of NNPC.
Away from that, the Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Adelu Ebotoku, has held a strategic meeting with senior police officers from the rank of Deputy Commissioner of Police and above with a view to addressing insecurity in the country. The monthly meeting, which had in attendance 6 Deputy Inspector Generals of Police, 38 Assistant Inspector Generals of Police, 88 Commissioners of Police, and 5 Deputy Commissioners of Police, was held at the Peacekeeping Hall Force Headquarters in Abuja. The IGP in a remark said that this meeting is to brainstorm on strategic and vertical measures that will help the Nigerian police force in its operational strategies to combat crime and criminalities in all parts of the country. He further stated that the meeting is to reflect on the shortcomings of the lead internal security agencies after a period of 7 weeks from the last strategic meeting, adding that it also showcased achievements recorded by the force.
Seize this opportunity to reflect upon our shortcomings and obvious gaps in our performance. That will enable us to set the appropriate context for taking necessary and decisive steps towards doing things differently in order to achieve our statutory mandates and responsibilities as outlined above. Following from our last meeting held on the 18th of December 2024, I am pleased to report that substantial progress has been recorded, driven by the implementation of various strategies to address the rising wave of crimes.
The meeting is also to review the plans for the Police Week and an award ceremony for police officers who exhibited selflessness in service and the strategies to combat collaboratively the crime that have witnessed a spike in the resurgence in recent times. Speaking on the achievements of the police, the IGP stated that the significant strides that have been recorded in the war against banditry, kidnapping and other crimes by the police. He said that the aftermath of the launch of the Special Intervention Squad by the police authorities, the officers have arrested a notorious kidnapper, Bello Mohammed in Kaduna, who was arrested with a cash of 2 million naira and 50,000 naira in the hotel. Other notable achievements recorded by the police force, according to the IGP, is the arrest of 13 suspects who allegedly were the masterminds of the recent killing of 2 monarchs in Ekiti State, the southwest Nigeria.
Last 7 weeks since we had the last conference, the force has attained noteworthy milestones in containing crime rates throughout the country. This achievement is attributable to the strategic blend of proactive policing, intelligence-led operations, and community engagements as advocated by the force leadership. During this period, we recorded 35 cases of terrorism stroke secessionist attacks, 302 cases of murder, 111 cases of armed robbery, 172 cases of kidnapping, 67 cases of banditry, and 15 cases of unlawful possession of firearms. In the last 7 weeks since we had the last conference, the force has attained noteworthy milestones in containing crime rates throughout the country. This achievement is attributable to the strategic blend of proactive policing, intelligence-led operations, and community engagement.
The Defense Headquarters says the troops of the Armed Forces of the Nigerian operating in different treaties of operations eliminated 105 terrorists and apprehended 140 others in last week. The Director of Defense and Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, said this at the bi-weekly news briefing on the Armed Forces operations on Thursday in Abuja. Buba said the troops also arrested 26 perpetrators of oil theft and rescued 86 kidnapped hostages in the South region. He added that the troops recovered 208 assaulted weapons and 5,332 assaulted ammunition, comprising of 95 AK-47 rifles, 1 assault rifle, 39 locally fabricated guns, 34 Dane guns, and 14 pump-action guns, among others. In the northeast, the troops of Operation Hadinkai neutralized 7 terrorists and arrested 4 and recovered 20 AK-47 rifles, 2 fabricated guns, and 12 Dane guns, Mr. Buba disclosed.
In the month of January, troops recorded the following. We neutralized 266 terrorists, we arrested 463 of them, and we rescued 116 kidnapped hostages. We also recovered 447 assaulted weapons and over 6,690 assaulted ammunition. We denied the oil theft of close to 3 billion naira just in the month of January.
Away from that, as part of efforts to strengthen security across the nooks and crannies of Ekiti State, the first deployment of Army personnel by the Nigerian Army headquarters arrived at Ekiti, the state capital, on Thursday. The military personnel arrived at Ekiti in the morning and conveyed in Fajai Pavilion, where they had a parade before departing to different locations for the commencement of their operations. The troop was received by Brigadier General Ebenezer Ogundana, Special Advisor in Security Matters to Governor Biodun Oyebanji. Briefing journalists shortly after their parade, the commander of the troop, Brigadier General John Leah, said the men and officers were on special missions to comb the various hideouts of criminals and bandits in their various hiding places in the forest. Brigadier General Leah affirmed that the activities of the military in the state would commence immediately as he sought cooperations of residents during the military exercise in the state to enable them achieve the desired success.
Thank the Chief of Army Staff for deploying additional troops to support what we are doing in Ekiti State. These additional troops arrived today, and I want to say that there will not be hiding place for any bandits or criminals, because we will comb the nooks and corners of Ekiti State, and we will know no boundary, because we will cross to adjoining states and pursue them. There will be no hiding place, and there will not be night, and there will not be day, because we will walk, we will do our work, and clear the bushes 24 hours. I want to say that we are starting now. We just came now.
And now to the 14 West African Regional Bloc has appealed for unity after emergency talk on a withdrawal of 3 coup hit countries from the group. The ECOWAS extraordinary sections also addressed President Macky Sall's decisions to delay elections in Senegal. A major concern for the region came after a week after Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger declared their departure. The chairman of the ECOWAS Mediterranean Security Councils urged the three countries not to leave, warning that their exit will bring more hardship and do more harm to the common citizens.
These unfolding events in the region are posing challenges that risk threatening stability in our countries. Consequently, an additional memoranda has been prepared on the situation in the Republic of Senegal for Your Excellency's consideration. This extraordinary session of the MSC therefore invites you to critically examine the following memoranda. The memorandum on the intent of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger to withdraw from ECOWAS, with a supplementary memorandum on the wider implication of the withdrawal. The second is the memorandum on elections in member states with special emphasis on the postponed elections in Senegal.
Meanwhile, humanitarian agencies have warned that the 2-week fighting in the oil-rich region of Abuja on the borders between Sudan and South Sudan have led to widespread displacement and hindrance efforts to distribute aid. But countries jointly administer Abuja and claim ownership of the region. The clashes have linked to conflicts between rival factions of the Danka ethnic group called Nok and Twas. Close to 100 people, including UN peacekeepers, have been killed. Britain, the US, and Norway, known as the Tuareg, have called on South Sudanese government to hold accountable those behind the attacks. And now to sports. Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, has urged Nigerians to support the Super Eagles as they gear up for the African Cup of Nations finals against host Ivory Coast on Sunday. The minister, in a press statement he signed and released dated on the 8th of February 2024, emphasized the unifying power of sport, noting that the private sector and individuals should support the Super Eagles financially. He commended the Eagles for embodying the resilient and indomitable Nigerian spirit, which he believed has captivated the nations and fostered a sense of unity like never seen before. He acknowledged the financial constraints faced by the government amidst competing national priorities and stressed that the necessity for private individuals and corporate entities to step up and provide crucial support to the Super Eagles. With the Super Eagles on the brink of winning fourth title, and noted that the importance of motivating and inspiring the players as they strive to bring home the coveted cup. And that ends this season 93.7 FM flagship news as edited by Lawrence Omoite. I am Esther Wosu. To have a lovely day.